I want to assure you that you're not going to see clownish moment in that game. It's a game where everybody wants to win. They know that. I think Han's future is hanging on this game. He wants to do his best.
It looks like they'll still start him even if he wins it.
You know, if he wins, they might not. We know who wants Spurs. But I think for me, United are going to be the losers of this tournament. They have everything in place. No striker. Left back.
Okay, let's take another call because it's still that 4 minutes for them. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and go ahead and talk to us.
Obadia from Plateau.
All right. Go ahead, talk to us.
All these Man United fans where they complain, they talk say Arsenal do a team. No be Arsenal they talk It's supposed to be normal since team from Champions League cannot drop from to Europa League. Same thing, winner Europa League should not be playing Champions League.
At that point.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's what's on Thursday side. Thank you very much. Jack Bauer here says the Champions League is meant for champions, and the last time I checked, the Europa League winner is also a champion.
Thank you.
What kind of analogy is that?
Thank you.
But it was champion of leagues.
Yeah.
But we have 4 teams going from each team.
But you see,
so the second, third, fourth, what did they win?
But you see, like what we can say, we remember that the reason why, first of all, the Europa League was given that was because of teams were not taking it serious. They were sending their second teams to play.
Exactly.
So this was there as sort of incentive, and it worked.
It did.
So why not reward them too?
That means that the Europa League became anybody that fell down.
And that's why they also brought the Conference League too. The Conference League was there to also reward small teams that they can.
Sevilla was being intentional sometimes.
Look, you have.
Get to Europa.
You think in a lifetime, West Ham would actually win a European trophy?
Not at all.
So you see, the Conference League made that happen.
Okay, so I'm
so
not.
why are we now trying
to
eradicate tradition?
I'm not against promotion.
My director has called in. Abe says, Toyosi, Tigel is making sense that the Champions League, they are the champions. So that's from Abe. Abe, where are you calling from? Abe from away.
see, my problem is not the fact that you're giving champions a ticket. Last season, Atlanta got into the Champions League. But my problem is, as long as somebody cannot drop from that top level, the best losers.
Since that has been eradicated.
Then eradicate any incentives also.
Okay, so
let it related to money.
What do you think now? Should you bring back the best losers falling down?
That best losers falling down is fine. If you want to
fine.
So
what you saying
what was meant to make the Europa League more competitive. That was the reason for onset.
It's like apples and oranges. They are not the same thing.
They are.
They are not.
Okay. All right. So, Botoyosi, let's have your thoughts here. Man U, Tottenham final. What do you think about that game?
I think, in as well that we've been calling them clowns for a while. To be honest, ourselves. Nobody wants to be in their position. Nobody wishes to be in their position. You look at Tottenham, they've been hit hard with injuries. There's another news now, Kulusevski on Thursday now, he'll be out of the season.
Yeah.
And that's one man that they also need. Aside, they've been without Brennan Johnson, and you see when Brennan Johnson is back, he's in the goal-scoring position. He's always scoring goals. You have James Maddison, who they've put all their hope on since signing from Leicester City, that this is the man for them. And you don't have James Maddison. It's not easy. Sholanke too, and the likes. Bissouma in midfield, they are really down to their bare bones.
They're depleted. Would that affect them in this match time?
It's possible. United to also have their own fair share of injuries and all that, but they have more players that are back compared to Tottenham. So it's going to be a case where, like you mentioned, both of them want it more. So we might not see the clowny football you mentioned. The clowny football is really not there.
So the reason why I mentioned clowny is because of what they're
been really bad. Yes.
But I know that match.
Yes.
I'm telling you, amongst the 3 finals, that match will be the most hotly contested.
Yeah. And the funny thing
is, I tell you, because they know that match will make or break a season.
Yeah. Both of them have their jobs on the line. For Tottenham, they will want to tilt towards the head-to-head that it favors them this season. 3 encounters this season, Carling Cup, league phase. They've won all of them, home and away, and even in the League Cup. For United, they've not won any against Tottenham. In fact, the last time they won against Tottenham was in 2022. So it's a long time, at least maybe 2 years or so. But no doubt, anything can happen.
In that final?
Yes, because
I like
it's like, you can see the prize. Nobody needs to give anybody any TED talk or any motivational speech that, oh, you have to do this for the legacy.
It's obvious.
It's obvious what you need and
what you have to get. You don't need to talk too much.
It's just going to be very tough. I really cannot call this one.
Yeah.
Even as Tottenham, as bare-boned as they are, they can still conjure up something and defeat United.
For me, a lot of what they're doing is that they're just conserving.
Yeah. They're just conserving their
energy. No matter what the coach
and they don't want to be there any game they lose somebody else again.
Both teams are just conserving. But by that day, we would see something, and I'm looking forward to it. Sam, are your expectations also that high for that game?
Yes. It's a game that I'm looking forward to. And the two sides, like we've all analyzed, they are the two sides that they are depleted with injury rest, but then they are hungry for this. This is their only route. In fact, this is the only thing we have to show for our 1 year.
4 season,
this is it. And so if it's going to take somebody to start shedding blood on the pitch, they are going to do that. I'm not expecting anything less from the United players. And luckily for them, they have had a lot of players coming back. I think Luke Shaw has had a few games on the run. Amad Diallo also, who was one of their best players. Missy Mount was the man for the semis. So all of this with Spurs, there's Brennan Johnson, who has been, I think, the top scorer in the Europa this season, even though he wasn't doing so well in the league. But then, so they've had that, and Van der Ven is back, Romero, so everybody. And Postecoglou has promised, and that's why I'm saying I'm tilted towards the side of maybe he has said it.
So he always win in the second.
He always win in the second.
So you have to back it up.
So maybe this is it for him.
This is it. All right.
Sorry, another twist to this.
Yes.
The reason why this is so popular, as you mentioned, or probably the biggest out of the three, according to
the most contested.
Mr. Afolayan.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
You see, the position both of them are on the table. The whole issue that they've had all season. And people are like, these are the two guys that are in the final too as well. That's the reason why it's so... The clout and everything around it is so...
It's so much.
People are so interested.
So interested
Unlike
in it.
before, you would probably not really bat an eye when you want to say United and Tottenham. They are following each other on the table, 16th and 17th.
All right. Okay, well, that's that for that. Let's wrap up with our